Welcome back, everybody. Sherman Park is one of the more diverse neighborhoods on Milwaukee's north side. African Americans about 80% of this community, though. And as Julia Fellow shows us, Sherman Park also finds its roots in diversity.
History proves that people who live in Sherman Park intentionally move here because of its rich diversity and activism, which makes what played out on the 13th so difficult for so many to comprehend. Our nation watched as Sherman Park unraveled into chaos. Members of the community that include Fred Curzan of the Sherman Park Community Association want you to know the roughly 8 blocks under turmoil is just a fraction of the community, which spans about 30 blocks.
Quite frankly, if it happens here, it can happen anywhere.
Historian Clayborn Benson shares the treasure trove of Sherman Park history began in the early 1900s.
The Perot family granted this park to the city of Milwaukee, and the city then later changed the name to William Sherman after General Sherman, the Civil War general.
Benson says it was a predominantly German community, but that quickly changed. Rabbi Chaim Twersky shows us a photo of his great-great-grandfather, whose pilgrimage from Ukraine to Milwaukee in the 20s forever changed the area.
I'm currently raising the 5th generation of Twersky family members here in the Sherman Park neighborhood.
Rabbi Twersky's ancestors helped found Congregation Beth Yehuda. Roughly 200 Orthodox Jewish families who follow the Twerskys have never left.
We want to be part of whatever's going to be happening moving forward.
Diversity created in the decades that follow is what keeps the Twerskys here today. By 1960, this neighborhood was filled with a beautiful stock of homes that still stand today. The activism to preserve these homes over the next 2 decades resulted in the founding of Sherman Park Community Association.
A number of people got together really to stop freeway expansion that was coming through the neighborhood.
While the predominant makeup of this community today is 80% African American, Clayborn Benson tells us the African American community did not begin to grow here until about the 1980s. They had no idea what was about to happen.
Factories are closing up and jobs are becoming hard to scarce.
Unemployment plagues several areas of Sherman Park today. Fred Curzan tells us some homeowners are having trouble paying property taxes. The neighborhood association that now sits between 2 burned businesses needs more help than ever.
We do have a capacity issue, and we can barely do what we're doing now.
This community cannot do it all on their own, but they are ready to.
People are activists. They'll roll up their sleeves. They'll address the issues that we have.
I'm Julia Fellow for the Now Milwaukee.